Well, Nicola Sturgeon's dream to reach the 2030 net zero target has been crushed as their project to ban petrol and diesel cars has officially been delayed. The beauty of governments is that they literally are so incompetent that they can't even get their own authoritarian policies done the right way. They can't get HS2 done properly. They took the Crossrail in London years to complete. They can't even reach their own net zero, net stupid targets properly. The only thing the governments are good at to create urgency to do things very quickly are international conflicts, literally. Now, when it comes to net stupid, there are normal people out there, when it comes to the whole environmental issues, everyone's in favor of clean air, clean water, good environment. The problem that people have is this centralized globalist system that they've created for these policies, these rushed policies that has a different thing behind it. Now, in Scotland and across the UK, one of the plans is that to ban petrol and diesel cars almost immediately within the next few years. They say it's to phase them out, but it's so quick that they didn't consider that it will come with a lot of bad consequences. One of them is the fact that if you want to bring in electric cars, you need to make sure not only that they're sustainable and affordable, but you actually prepare the charging stations around the country. We reported this a few months ago on this channel about the police in Scotland. They converted all the cars to electric cars, and then they realized, oh, the cars stopped working because we don't have enough charging stations. So the criminals were just running away, and the police were like, please stop, I can't drive. It was absolutely embarrassing, and it was all rainbowy, the unicorn rainbow on the cars, the painting and everything. Now, Nicola Sturgeon, who has produced a 194-page on her net zero, net stupid documents, or project, net 194 page for the next few years. She's reached a bit of a dead end for now. They had to postpone these plans, so they're not going to reach it by 2030 now. Oh dear God. So things will slightly change. Now, on this issue, the consumer editor at car buying and selling platform CarWow has said, a sea of change is required to bring us to a place actually, to be fair, before we continue this, I have to say that there is a lot of intention from the electric the car manufacturers as well as the traditional car manufacturers. So, for example, when you have the consumer editor talking about that, you're going to have 2 million new cars sold in the UK in a normal year, and if you wanted to be electric, you're going to have to consider that there are lobby groups from the green lobby with a lot of influence, but you also have the old school car manufacturers and lobbies to deal with. So politicians are in the middle like idiots. Anyway, let's go back to Hugo Griffiths, who says that there are no signs that the tide is going to turn swiftly enough for this to become a reality. Ministers can come up with all manner of high-minded policies from the back of an electric limousine, yet there remains a huge gulf between blue sky political thinking and how much cobalt and lithium can actually be dug out of the ground for the electric vehicle battery packs. So that's the truth. That's just basic facts. We know that. And when it comes to lithium, there's also all the other issues to consider when it comes to sustainability and the costs and, again, the consequences long term. That's one issue. But again, when it comes to their net stupid agenda and demands, people in Scotland, especially in rural areas, will be facing a £30,000 bill to meet Nicola Sturgeon's vanity project. This, again, as I said, this is not really anything against being pro good environment. Everyone wants clean water, clean air, just be normal. But the best way to do it is just innovation. What these people are doing, and people behind the actual agenda, the watermelons, green on the outside, red on the inside, communist red, they don't really care about the environment. It's not really a concern for them. It's just simply about using it as a platform to centralize everything because they're control freaks with their ideological issues that they have, and it will help them financially as well, because the green lobby is very, very powerful. So the S&P fail to show how green targets will be achieved. And it's not just about the actual electric cars, but it's about everything else, including ordinary people's homes when it comes to heating, boilers, for example, when it comes to businesses, how they're run, when it comes to what sort of food you're going to be eating, because, it's better to go and eat worms and crickets and things like that than meat. They're against that, basically. They don't want you to eat meat. It depends what sort of stuff you're going to be wearing, what you're going to do when you leave your house. Everything will change. But the issue is that it's so idiotic. As I said at the beginning of the video, governments are incompetent at everything. They are not going to achieve their net stupid target. It's not going to happen. They're going to wreck the economy. They're going to wreck societies around the world. But it's not going to happen by 2030. It's not going to happen. Even 2050 is still very, very ambitious. That's the point behind the whole agenda. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.